up religion. God is the star of the show. So that gotta be made up too.
Black Atheist.
People made up religion. God is the star of the show. So that gotta be made up too.
So keeping Saturdays and studying on Saturdays. Studied myself right out of the book.
Black Atheist. Black Atheist.
People made up religion. God is the star of the show. So that gotta be made up too.
God that you all claim that you all believe in. Make us believe.
Black Atheist. Black Atheist.
People made up religion. God is the star of the show. So that gotta be made up too.
So keeping Saturdays and studying on Saturdays. Studied myself right out of the book.
Black Atheist. Black Atheist.
People made up religion. God is the star of the show. So that gotta be made up too.
God that you all claim that you all believe in. Make us believe.
Black Atheist. Black Atheist.
Black Atheist. Black Atheist.
Black Atheist. Black Atheist. Black Atheist. Black Atheist. Black Atheist. Black Atheist. Black Atheist.
Oh yeah. Blackson in the hizzle for shizzle dizzle. I've got my generals here.
Brother DJ, peace and blessings.
Brother Uncle, God killing the house. A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. So we're going to sit back and go ahead and organize that truth for y'all.
All right. First of all, I want to say, DJ, it's good to see you back.
Oh, appreciate it, brother. Good to be back.
I mean, it's really good to see you back.
Good to see you, Black.
Good to see you, Black.
That's what's up.
Can we get them comments, though?
Wow.
Maybe the producer brings the comments real quick.
Yeah, we're going to bring comments, but I'm going to touch on the event I had yesterday. DJ, you familiar with the last event? I'm going to have Unc come to the next one, and hopefully you'll be there too, man. It was, for those of y'all who went to the event, it was very interesting. Very, very interesting. We had some people get very emotional this time around.
Well, for those who may not be familiar with the
event, yeah.
The event, what was the topic?
The topic was Black Nationalism and religion, holy or unholy alliance.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, it was an open discussion. You know how we do it, DJ.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just basically saying, if your religion says that we have to unite under whether it be Hebrew Israelite or Islam or whatever religion, explain how it's done.
Okay.
Like if I'm an atheist and I don't believe Allah or Yahshua is the way, explain to me how a person like we would basically come into your nation. Basically, I'm saying is
yeah. How would you fit into that equation?
Right. Because most of the religions, they teach a theocracy.
Exactly.
So I'm explaining, what we know today and what we know on the internet and with the research and all that, and with people with different beliefs. How would that work?
Exactly. Or no belief at all.
Right. No belief at all.
Yeah.
So how would that work? And then mind you, we had Hebrews there, Muslims there. So you had to explain, if you were Hebrew in front of the Muslims, not only with the non-believers, but people of different faiths, how we were going to all come under that particular system.
Exactly.
And it got heated.
Okay.
So I'm assuming, I guess, by force. That's my conclusion. But Twalib is going to post it, so you guys will be able to see it and judge for yourself and see what kind of
okay, cool.
what went down. The event we had last time was light compared to this one.
Okay. I'm looking forward to checking it out.
Right. And let me get to the comments, because there was a part, but we didn't record it, where a guy came in there and he said, "Well, what about the homosexuals?" And yeah, so yeah,
we're beating that about 4 weeks ago when I was here last month. We still on that?
Man, they
just don't want to let it go, huh?
They won't let it go, DJ.
Let it go.
All right.
TKO.
Comments. It says here, this comes from I am in old dog. I'm no dog. It says you guys make a lot of assumptions and claim it to be science. In today's world, science means any peer-reviewed study. Just because you came to the conclusion doesn't make it science. Getting your stuff peer-reviewed, however, does. Okay? If you really think what you got there is science, get it peer-reviewed, and people will stop laughing at you just because you say so doesn't make it so. I like that comment because I consider John Henry Clark, Dr. Yosef Ben Yakin, especially Dr. Ivan Minnesota. He's my favorite because he's from LA and he's from the Caribbean. I mean, I'm showing partiality. Dr. Leonard Jeffries, who actually attended the last event. I mean, I can go down the list. I mean, we can be here all day, but I don't want to take up the time of the show giving peer-reviewed information and work.
Yeah, but then, once, just like the scholars whose names you just mentioned, then I guess the next question for anybody would be, well, who are these people? Or they would look for those particular scholars to be peer-reviewed. You know what I mean? So we're citing them as authorities, but it's up to those who are listening to accept those as authorities for themselves. You know what I mean? If not, then you will constantly go around and around. I'm not accepting your scholars and your academics. You're not accepting mine, and then where does that leave us?
Right.
Right back to square one.
Right. Comments like that.
Yeah. But
peer reviewed.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Peer reviewed.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, DJ, you have a book by Dr. Amos Wilson. Peer reviewed.
Oh yeah.
Right.
African-centered consciousness versus the New World Order.
Peer reviewed.
Peer reviewed.
Okay.
Peer reviewed, and this is also peer reviewed because they're peers.
That's right.
Exactly.
Dr. Schenk at the yep. Yes.
Keep doing it. Chancellor Williams.
Yeah.
Peer
Definitely.
They all peers.
Dr. Chancellor Williams.
And they regularly have reviewed each other's work and deemed it qualified to teach original people.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And we got that one. Okay, now
Right.
the difference between, like I said last week, the difference between these peer-reviewed books and say these peer-reviewed books, all these right here,
The expensive ones.
about $500 difference.
Right.
Wow.
About $500 difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you talking 250, 300, another 250. Okay, you talking 35. How much is that? About $20?
Yeah, about $20.
Yeah, see, affordable. See, so my point is real clear. I just want to make sure y'all know we have all the bases covered.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're going to give a good show, right?
Absolutely.
We're going to use some of your peer-reviewed work, okay? We're going to use some works dealing with the Journal of Black Psychology.
Oh.
Notice I said journal. We understand you can get on certain sites, pay about $1,000, and you can access these journals.
Journal is another word for peer review.
That's right.
Yeah, and so, see, we're not playing. We're dead serious about helping our community, right? And if you done went to school and think you done got real uppity, we got something for you.
Oh
Exactly.
Okay, we're going to give you the information that you should have been paying attention to when you went to school and college.
Exactly.
That's right.
Okay, you seem to have missed that, right? Because when we come with this racial identity,
Ooh,
my
man.
point is, how in the hell did you miss it? All white people in colleges, college level, psychology, they all agree, right, that racial identity is a must. So this whole show is based around racial identity.
Exactly.
right.
Every show is based around it.
Every show.
Nationalism.
Exactly.
Make sure the racial identity is promoted nationally.
Exactly.
That's right.
So then, why is bootlicking crazy black people fighting us?
Exactly.
That's one of the chiefs, but he said bootlicking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bootlicking because your own teachers. Okay, if you went to one of those Michigan or Harvard, your
Yeah.
own teachers, right, publish information on racial identity, right, and you fight us for promoting racial identity, and the trick is, right, you call us bigots.
Right.
When I say a study, I mean they actually took people, maybe 130 people,
That's right.
and they set them down over maybe a year's time, right, and they actually studied them. Okay? So we're not talking something off the air like y'all always say. Oh,
Exactly.
yeah, y'all just talking
Just-
off the head.
yeah.
And the same way we was talking off our head when Sheikh Andy Diop came with the work, when he talked about the gene mutation.
Oh yes.
Okay,
Speak
so
on
now
that.
it's 2011. Now all of a sudden everybody come from Africa, and yes, the Europeans are mutation. We were
Yeah.
saying that for the last 20 years.
Yes, we
Exactly.
did.
We
Yes,
were talking
did.
about the worm ice age, you know what I'm saying? Speaking on how the Africans was up in Europe first, with all the Africans, and how they
Exactly.
got trapped when the river changed, and how they mutated. Yep, they mutated so they could reproduce.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay? So It's deep, man. It was 2011. Our own people fighters. The Europeans calling the show, and they're like, that's interesting.
Well, we're going to definitely get into that today, brother, because that's a topic that I know you're prepared for, racial identity.
Absolutely.
Do we have one more comment you want to read before we go to Ankh with this teaching?
Okay, and DJ, believe it or not, this was from the last show we did.
Okay.
You won't believe the comment this brother left. His name is, and this is your favorite, Ankh, his name is Sulam. He says, actually, now mind you, this is from last week's show. If y'all seen it, if y'all can stomach it and watch it all the way through, you know what I'm talking about. It says, actually, there is no such thing as race. We consider race as an illusion based on geography and all the color. If the guy next door and a good old ignorance. At the DNA level, there is only one species, Homo sapiens. I got you on that. It's like how the ancient peoples thought the world was flat, of course, because they did not have telescopes. Today we can test DNA, and the evidence is clear. Race does not exist. The fact that the government may not know or ignores it does not mean false or true. No. Okay, let me say something real quick. Dr. Shanker the Diop, whose peer-reviewed work, he said there was Homo sapien. You got that right. And then you had the Neanderthal. It's been proven that you have Negroid, Caucasoid, and Mongoloid. Those are the basic three. And then the other, out of that, they either come from those three, I call them mulattoid, basically.
Yeah,
mixed.
Out of that came many.
Right. But it's been proven by Dr. Shanker the Diop that you had 4 species of race.
And it's also been proven that every European that exists on the planet has Neanderthal DNA. That has also been proven. Africans, those of us who are heavily melanated people, have 0% Neanderthal DNA. So, peer review.
Really, you have about maybe about like 18 different species of humans.
Exactly. The
Right.
subspecies.
I was just being nice, right?
And we was the last ones left, right? Because of our ability to reproduce.
Or evolve.
And we're gonna get in what evolve means.
Okay.
Real
I
quick.
can't
Well,
wait.
definitely, let's
Let's
go
get to
ahead,
it,
brother.
shoot.
Let me jump since you jumped.
Definitely want to get in this.
Since you jumped that real fast.
Okay.
Let's talk about what evolve is.
Okay.
So we can clarify that real quick. Let me see. Really, evolution, right? Evolution is the same. There's the fact of evolution. Evolution is genetic change over generations.
Say that again.
I said evolution is genetic change over generations. And
Okay.
I got a footnote here. Let me see if I can get the footnote.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on. I got the footnote here so we can see.
Genetic change over generations.
That's evolution. Okay? Hold on.
Okay. So.
Oh, hold on. I'll do this then. What the hell did I do with this? What is the side of the... Oh, it fell.
Oh, it fell. Okay.
The hell with the footnote.
Oh, that was
Little footnote.
The hell with
Right.
the footnote. I'm going to give you this
Papyrus.
footnote from Africa.
Okay.
Papyrus. Ha-ha. Here you go.
Oh yeah.
See? There's that symbol again.
Right.
Yep.
See, that's Kepler.
Yes.
All right? That's dealing with genetic change. That's dealing with evolution. Okay? And in order for evolution to occur, what must happen?
Reproduction.
Wow, there's that word again, reproduction.
Can't get away from
You
it.
can't
Yeah.
get away from it.
Right.
You cannot get away from that. But I want to make sure y'all see this again. This is in Africa,
Right.
thousands of years. Okay? They're not practicing homosexuality, or for sure it's not promoted.
Right.
Okay? And we're dealing with the evolutionary change,
Right.
right? Strictly genetics,
Mm.
okay? Showing you where the African mindset was.
Okay.
Okay? But we're going to get back on that, but we want to go ahead and deal with what? With racial identity real quick.
Okay. Good.
Okay? Because first of all, if you can't identify with this symbol, you have no idea about racial identity.
Exactly. Identity, period.
Okay? You're not identifying with the information that we're putting there because you have no racial identity.
Right.
Exactly.
You should be able to look at this sign and say, I know exactly what that is. That's Kepler.
Yep.
I get that. See, this sign, this symbol should do something to your consciousness.
Right.
Okay? Well, when the brother's sitting on the panel, look at this sign, we automatically think of our woman.
Exactly.
Right.
And
Life.
how we
Right.
can continue to evolve through
Exactly.
reproduction.
Through reproduction.
Good point.
See, this sign kicks off something in your consciousness, right? But when you've been downloaded the virus of racism, white supremacy, you say, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah.
Right.
You
Right.
feel me?
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Now, why are we talking about this? Well, let's deal with it. We're going to deal with the Journal of Black Psychology, and we first of all, let's start with the introduction. We're strictly saying that HIV and AIDS, that's a crazy thing that's hitting our community.
Okay.
We know that. Okay, let's deal with the numbers and disparity. Because I remember one time, the brother, you talked about that, how AIDS and HIV attacked our community more.
Exactly.
Okay, well,
Right.
let's talk about this in the Journal of Black Psychology to back up and support some of them facts, and how racial identity can curve that out of order behavior of homosexuality.
Okay, let's
Okay,
deal
let's
with
do
it.
it.
Okay, now, AIDS and HIV is one of the leading causes of death amongst African Americans. Okay, that's according to the CDC. Okay, and although African Americans only make up 13% of the U.S. population, they account for 46% of all new AIDS cases and diagnosis. 46%.
Wow.
That's deep right there.
That's deep.
Okay, that's a lot. Okay, let me keep going on. In 2006, men accounted for nearly 75% of people living with HIV, and specifically the HIV prevalence rate for black men was 6 times, I'm going to say this again, was 6 times the rate of white men. Something funny going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something going on.
You guys, let me take a real quick pause. We got a caller already. Caller, state your name. Where you calling from?
Orlando.
Hey, can you turn your computer down? We're getting a little feedback.
Yeah.
Okay. What's going on, brother?
All right.
All right. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Hey, do you have a question or a comment?
Yeah, I'm just calling in, supporting the show.
Okay.
All right, thank you, brother.
Okay, brother, we
Appreciate
appreciate that.
What's your name, though, brother?
This brother Kufu Makaru, you know.
What's up, brother?
So y'all teach this good information.
Black African Power, brother. Appreciate that.
That's power, man.
Yeah, this ain't like the radio show, yo. You can't hold the line.
All right. Thanks, brother.
Appreciate that,
Appreciate
though.
it.
Appreciate you calling in, yo.
Okay, peace. Okay.
Always good to hear from one of our brothers. Okay, so where we was at? It says
Yeah.
white men, right, are almost, it say white men and almost 3 times the rate of Hispanic men. So we beating them out. 2007 African American men who were HIV infected, 45% were infected with HIV through male-to-male sexual intercourse. And 12% of men were infected through heterosexual intercourse. That's why we fighting against homosexuality.
Wow. Because it goes against life itself.
Right. Now this AIDS thing is to me seems to be something that was created.
Oh yeah, they got the
Okay.
patent on it.
All right. And I'm saying is, if you talking 75%, you know what I'm saying, is through male-to-male contact, then we need to be discussing something in our community. Now,
Yeah, we need to come to terms with that male-to-male contact.
We need to do that, right? Now watch
Absolutely.
this. It says, hold on. Although the percentage of HIV infection via heterosexual intercourse was small, right? Okay, see, dealing with your woman, you don't run across some problems like that. Small.
Staying on the natural path.
Right. It is important to note that black women had an HIV prevalence rate of 18 times that of white women, and 72% of infections were attributed to heterosexual intercourse. Wow, 18 times higher than white women, and y'all trying to tell me something not going on?
Exactly.
Wow. Damn.
Are you getting me on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, those numbers are crazy.
Somebody doing a switcheroo.
But see, we got something to help us out, and it's
Okay.
called racial identity.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because some people think that don't exist.
See?
Alpha Suma Sam.
Now, it goes on to say racial identity. You say entailing HIV prevention and intervention for black heterosexual men, and critical concept to consider is that of racial identity. Racial identity can be defined as a as a shared identity of a group of people who have been socialized to see themselves as a distinct racial group.
Socialized to see themselves as a distinct racial group.
Right.
And see, this show is based on the socialization.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're socialized now, people, so you can be cultural literate, so you can see the signs.
Right.
See, signs and symbols are important to original
Extremely.
people.
Right.
Okay, so like if you're driving a car in North America and you don't understand the signs, you can kill yourself.
Oh yeah.
Or kill somebody.
That's
Right? Okay, so in African culture, that's why they come up with a monotheistic religions. They say don't make no images. And what they did was they took away the symbology and the symbols from African people.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because a picture is worth 1,000
words. Hold on, hold that thought 1 second.
Got another caller?
Yeah, we got another caller. Oh, it's getting hot. See, they didn't want to call during the other show, but they want to call now when we're back on this topic. Okay, caller.
Hello?
How you doing, brother?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, we hear you. What's up?
Hey, how you doing? I was calling into the show. I sent an email and asking, what time are you guys, what time is it cool to call in?
Oh, okay.
To call in. I was watching, first of all, my name is Pac Big Tom. Got a little something on the YouTube.
Okay, brother.
I was watching you guys talking, I believe it was last week, about the color thing, about white and so forth.
Yeah. You talking about the police brutality show?
Pardon me?
Well, are you speaking on the police brutality show? Where we showed the difference how the white police officers treat black males who they think are armed and how they treat white males who are actually armed with gun in one hand and a beer in the other?
I saw that one too, but this one it was something just you were talking about like where white is considered good and black is considered bad.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's
Go
talking
ahead.
about a previous show.
Okay.
Oh,
go
okay,
ahead, brother.
okay.